Hey, Chaim, it is Wednesday morning, quarter to 10 a.m. Yesterday I got another dumb haircut. I have not made you a video for 2 weeks, because I made you one Monday morning 2 weeks ago. So it's time for an update. This time, I took notes in my handy-dandy Science is Stupid notebook. Not that science is stupid, but ruins everything. Science, no unicorns, no Bigfoot. Us, not the center of the galaxy. So, if I flip it open, because I need to remember, yes, I'm going to be seeing you really soon. It's looking like I'm going to be the one to pick you guys up from the airport. Very excited because of all the days to come in a few hours before the Seder. Obviously, Mom can't handle that, so I'm going to be doing that. So I will see you very soon. But before all that, I guess you're getting an update before I see you in just a few days. So, first off, I am starting, it looks like. I've talked to my YouTube guy. I have a YouTube guy. He has a show. He has a channel with a handful of shows. I've been on a bunch of them. It's in the hot seat. There's some great episodes with me. Dumbass Edition, easily the best one if you're going to watch something. You can also watch me eat durian. If you don't know what durian is, don't bother finding out. It's disgusting. So it's a friend of mine. He's been doing it for a while, knows what he's doing. He's going to help me start off my own YouTube channel with my own show. I'm going to take on challenges and dares from anyone. You know, obviously I have my own set limits. I won't just take on every dare. But I'm going to take on challenges and dares from people, and fingers crossed it's going to go the route of people being awesome and me kind of bettering myself and a little bit less of the tase yourself in the face direction, which it could go in. And if that's the case, I'll tase myself in the face if it does. That would suck. So that's really exciting. So I'm working on getting that started and developed with him, getting a list, getting some friends involved. You know, we'll start making a back catalog of episodes to start uploading some and then start doing others. So I'm excited for that. The other thing is I've been doing actual work on my potential next business project. Now, a lot of it depends on what my future with Subway is. Maybe I'll have more Subways. I'm going to meet with one of the guys from corporate this month and talk to him a bunch about that. Maybe I'll have more Subways. Maybe I'll have this one Subway. Maybe I will have no Subways. And depending on time frame and where things are at financially, if I were to sell this Subway or if I were to wind up with multiple Subways, depending where things wind up, I might go into the snowball fight business. I am 100% aware that this idea came essentially from you. You know, so thank you for that. But I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of work. Florida, there's the most kids in Florida. It's like Florida and Texas have the two most kids in the United States, and when you look at the size comparison, that means Florida's got a lot of kids. More than 1 out of 5 people in Florida is a kid. And when you add that to the fact that we think of Florida as just all old people, that makes way more kids in Florida. 1 out of 5 people is 65 or older in Florida, and more than 1 out of 5 is a kid. That means for every pair of people, there's more than 2 kids. It's crazy. It is a lot of kids. So, between the match of a ton of kids and warm climate, I think Florida's my place. Looking at Orlando, do it decent, somewhere between laser tag and paintball. The idea of more of an open field rather than a dumb labyrinth. I've never been to a laser tag place that isn't a dumb labyrinth. Don't like it. Want more of an open field, padded floors. You know, with obstacles in the middle that you can cover behind and like pop out and throw some snowballs. A lot of ideas, white jumpsuits with dyed snowballs so you can do a team fight sort of thing. You know, goggles and cute little winter hats that are branded for the store. That way, a blow to the head isn't as traumatic, because like helmets are crazy, but you know, gives you a little bit of padding. Gotta figure out, obviously, the biggest issue is the math of like the right the right temperature mix for the snowballs. Keep them nice and snowy, not too melty, but don't get them too cold that they're gonna be really hard to hit. I'm picturing it's like, you know, higher 30s, 36 degrees or so is probably the right temperature. Been doing a lot of research into all the equipment and costs and startup, and the idea is not to just go and do this, to open one and try and start franchising immediately. Fingers crossed, be able to get 1 or 2. If the idea is even mediocre, and can break even, people will do it as a franchise. If people like the idea and it's financially viable, people will do it. The idea is try and get a couple franchises as quick as possible on top of the original location, which sells the franchises. If you get a couple franchises, sell the original location as a franchise, and then just run a franchise business. Sell more franchises, do it that way, don't actually deal with a single location, and then go do other stuff. So I want that to be my next step. I've been looking into it, trying to crunch numbers, trying to write up the whole business plan, figuring out everything about that. I think I have a lot of solid background because of previous work. It would focus on kids and birthday parties and the entertainment value. It's about the experience of doing it, because in the end, of course, you have nothing to take home. But the actual experience and how to build up that experience and make it worth the money and worthwhile and all the numbers, and I've got a solid background for that. All those kind of extra things that add to the experience, that make it that little bit more worthwhile. Fortunately, those things I wouldn't have to trial and error as much or figure out along the way, but those are the sorts of things that I would already have a solid idea about from prior experience. And so that I want to name, because, like, you know, I don't know, this is YouTube. I don't make my videos private. And I've been working it out, and I'm genuinely looking into doing that. And then I'd have to travel back and forth to Florida a bunch, because I'm not moving to Florida. That's a bad idea. You know, so I'd probably just try and find the cheapest, crappiest studio apartment I could in the right area, and then, you know, let the business pay for it, if it hopefully isn't a lot, and then, you know, fly back and forth a bunch, because I don't want to live in Florida. So yeah, send my love to everyone. I will see you in just a few days. Have a good day.